Is your estrogen out of balance? When your estrogen is dominant or you have estrogen dominance, it can cause problems with sleep, weight gain, mood changes, a lot of different systemic issues. So stay tuned today to learn more about the best exercise and diet approach for estrogen dominance. So I'm Dr. Shelley Meyer. Today we're going to be talking about estrogen imbalance in the form of estrogen dominance, which can wreak havoc on our weight, our fertility, our mood, our sleep. There's lots of things that can be disrupted when our estrogen is out of balance. So welcome back if you're coming back to this channel. If this is your first time, thanks so much for joining me today. I am a functional medicine doctor, registered dietitian, and a family medicine doctor. And I post videos every Friday helping motivated women and men reclaim their energy, their vitality, and rediscover the magic of feeling well. So check out today's video if you've been struggling with estrogen imbalance. So estrogen should be balanced with your progesterone. This is a female topic today. Men can be estrogen dominant too, but today we're focusing on women. So if your estrogen is out of whack from your progesterone, meaning much higher than your progesterone and not in the correct ratio that it's supposed to be, you can have issues with mood swings. You can have issues with retaining weight and weight loss resistance, like we call it. You just can't lose weight like you used to be able to. You can have skin issues, acne, fertility issues, not be able to get pregnant or have some miscarriages. You can also have issues with insomnia and sleep problems, maybe waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to go back to sleep or not being able to fall asleep in general. These are really common problems that I see women for in my functional medicine practice in Denver, Colorado. And we work on this a lot. We test hormones. We do some hormone balancing herbs, lifestyle changes. And today we're going to focus on the things that we do that are lifestyle changes, which are diet and exercise. So let's talk a bit about that. So what is the most supportive diet to help our estrogen be balanced with our progesterone? There's no one magic diet for everyone because everyone is different. So if you're struggling with this, I do encourage you to work with a functional medicine doctor or natural holistic healthcare provider. But one thing that can really help is to lower the carbohydrates in your diet, to have less of a processed and refined carbohydrate, more of a whole foods-based diet. And we're going to talk about some individual foods in particular that can really kind of balance our hormones better than others. So when you look at your plate, you do want it to be half of vegetables, and that would be leafy green vegetables, bright colored vegetables, high fiber vegetables. We want 35 grams of fiber when we're trying to balance our hormones. And then you want a third or half of it to be a lean and clean protein, a natural, organic, grass-fed meat, or a free-range chicken, free-range egg, or for those of us that are vegetarians, I'm a vegetarian, I do eat eggs, but would be, a high fiber bean, or I even will consider some soy if it's a fermented soy, organic, non-GMO, but some people do have issues with soy, so that doesn't apply to everyone. And too much soy can be too estrogen mimicking, so you really don't want to overdo it with that. Nuts and seeds are another good source of a high fiber, clean protein that you could add to your plate to make your hormones more balanced, to add fiber, to add some extra nutrients that will help to keep your estrogen and your progesterone balanced. So we talked a bit about leafy green vegetables, so kale, collards, spinach, those are all great for hormones. But in particular, there's a group of vegetables called the brassica or cruciferous vegetables. So broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, even things like asparagus, those are all great for your hormones. Now, if you have trouble with those in your gut, check out some of my other gut health videos, because sometimes those can be fermenting kind of vegetables and they can cause some gas and bloating. And you'll find out in my other videos on what you need to do about that, because that means there's probably a bigger problem with your gut. Now, also, I want you to think when you look at your plate and at your daily eating habits to include more healthy fats like avocados. Avocados provide us with monounsaturated fatty acids and also fiber and antioxidants, which help balance your hormones. And then also walnuts, olive oil, coconut, all those healthy fats can be really beneficial for our hormone balance. And especially when you're adding those in and taking out some of our standard American diet type foods like our processed carbs. So again, fiber, 35 grams of fiber a day, track it, use something like MyFitnessPal or Carb Manager. Those will help you track the amount of fiber that you're getting in. And then also you want to include, like I said, nuts and seeds that are rich in fiber, rich in protein, and rich in minerals that can help balance your estrogen and kind of bring that down and allow your estrogen and your progesterone to be more balanced. Also, it's good to reduce your animal products in general. So like I said, there's clean protein on your plate. Yes, that's good, but not too much of it. You can have it be a third of your plate or have some vegetarian-based meals. Make sure any of those animal products are gluten-free. Most animal products are gluten-free, although they might be being fed gluten. And then if you're gluten intolerant, you're going to have issues with that. But I was trying to say grass-fed, free-range, organic. Also looking at your fruits and vegetables, I would recommend making sure that those are part of the Clean 15. I'll put a link there to let you know what are important to have or as organic vegetables. It's good to have all of your fruits and vegetables be organic. That gets expensive. So the Clean 15, definitely try to make those organic. And you can also include more psyllium and more psyllium husk for fiber. You can include some flax seeds and chia seeds. Those are all beneficial for hormone balance too. So another thing to do is to make sure you're leaving out the things that are draining the function of your liver. And that would be limiting or leaving out alcohol, because alcohol consumes our liver function. When our liver is consumed with detoxifying alcohol and other toxins in our life, then we can't process our estrogen. We have a high beta glucuronidase then. I test for that quite often with my patients in my functional medicine practice. See a lot of women with high beta glucuronidase, means they're not detoxing their estrogen. Their estrogen is recirculating in their body fat, and they're getting that side effect of estrogen dominance. So reducing and keeping alcohol out, or at least reducing it, will then help your hormone balance. Another secret weapon when it comes to lowering your beta glucuronidase is a supplement called calcium D-glucarate. That can help you. It's not going to take the place of removing or reducing the alcohol, but it can help you stop that recirculation of that estrogen, get it out. Fiber does this too, so that 35 grams of fiber is super helpful. Fiber and calcium D-glucarate help to kind of process that estrogen out through your liver and have healthy bowel movements. So let's move on to exercise. I have a suggested video that talks about hormone balance in more detail, as far as other hormone imbalances that these certain exercises can help. But exercise helps your liver detoxify. It helps estrogen and progesterone and cortisol be more balanced. And it promotes a good bowel movement. And a good bowel movement is essential for balancing your estrogen, believe it or not. Also, it helps with brain function. And when your brain is more functioned, you sleep better, and then you have better estrogen. Or as your brain is functioning better, you have better estrogen. It helps to stimulate our lymphatic system, especially like if you're rebounding, doing one of those trampolines, you're exercising and you're boosting, you're helping your lymphatic system, which then helps your estrogen. And exercising outside is super helpful for hormone balance, particularly cortisol, but also estrogen dominance. It helps with that. Breathing that air, getting that kind of energy from nature will really help for estrogen dominance. So exercise in general is important, but exercising outside and doing things that can kind of tone down our cortisol, like rhythmic exercise, hiking, that would be outside, that'd be helpful. Walking outside, Pilates, yoga, those can all be very balancing for our hormones. So thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Dr. Shelley Meyer. Thanks so much for joining me. Please join me next Friday. Please like, subscribe, and share this video out. And take care of yourself. I will see you next Friday.